Hey everyone, it's Ingrid and I'm back. Today I'm going to review The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I gave this book a 5 out of 5, which is pretty hard. I'm pretty particular. Any of you that know me know that. And I really liked this one. Again, I've got some notes off to the side just because I don't want to forget to tell y'all anything. So if you see me looking over there, that's what I'm doing. God of the Woods was one of my favorite reads of the year, and a book that completely pulled me into this world from the very beginning. One of the things that I loved most about it was the setting. They're at a summer camp. And, if you ever go to summer camp, it conjures up all kinds of memories for you. There's definitely things you're going to think about, the woods, the forest, maybe you went on hikes, the lake, you went swimming, that kind of thing. But summer camp, dense woods, lake, cabins, the sense of adventure immediately transported me back to childhood for sure. Liz Moore captures the atmosphere of the camp life so vividly that I could practically hear the sounds of the forest and feel the anticipation of long summer days spent outdoors. Ironically, one of the things that I remember from being at summer camp is how hot it was and feeling like the bugs were everywhere. And all of my experiences weren't great at summer camp, but some of them were really great and really fun. And so, of course, the setting especially really, really drew me into the story. I feel like the setting wasn't really a backdrop, though. It became an essential part of the story, creating the sense of nostalgia while also serving as a source of tension and unease. Have you ever gotten lost in the woods? Right? Okay, so ironically, not as a kid, but as an adult, not that long ago, I went to Crowder's and was hiking and got lost and did not realize that the trail that we were on was not a loop and we needed to turn around and go back the way we came. And literally it got dark, and I don't know if you've ever been in the woods when it got dark, but I was terrified. I was literally thinking there are probably wild animals out here and there's no light. And so hopefully we get out before it gets too dark and we become somebody's food. I don't know. I wasn't sure exactly how that was going to turn out. Luckily, we made it back. So, but at any rate, you get that sense of unease in this story. I'm a mystery lover. I definitely gravitate to that genre. This book is a mystery for sure. This book checked all the boxes for me from the moment a camper disappears from Camp Emerson in the Adirondacks. I was fully invested. The story unfolds through multiple timelines and perspectives, revealing clues little by little and keeping me constantly guessing. Every time I thought I had figured out what happened, another revelation would send me in a different direction, and that was totally the case. As at its heart, however, the novel is about much more than a missing person's case. It's a story about family secrets, about privilege, about power, and about the ways that the past continues to shape the present. Similarly, like the Kingdoms of Savannah. Similar theme or like underlying theme, if you will, obviously completely different setting. But similar theme. There is a wealthy family that seems to get away with something, but of course, you get the unraveling as the story goes along. What I appreciated most was about how nuanced the characters felt. No one is entirely innocent, and no one is entirely villainous. Liz Moore excels at creating characters who feel deeply human, flawed, complicated, and shaped by their circumstances. As the story progresses, readers begin to understand their motivations, their fears, the wounds that drive each person, even when their choices are questionable. The wealthy Van Laar family sits at the center of this mystery, and as layers of their history are uncovered, it becomes clear that nearly everyone is carrying secrets. The novel also explores the experiences of women and girls within systems of power. Throughout the story, issues of class, gender, wealth, and authority influence how people are treated and whose voices are heard. The themes are woven naturally into the mystery, adding emotional depth without overshadowing the suspense. One of the greatest strengths in this story is the pacing. While it takes time to build the world and introduce the large cast of characters, every detail ultimately serves a purpose. The tension steadily increases until the final pages, where the answers feel both surprising and satisfying. What stayed with me after finishing this book was not just the mystery, but the emotional weight behind it. Yeah, there's some emotional weight. So trigger warning, if that is a thing that might bother you. There's a child involved in the story, so definitely just keep that in mind. Stop it, my kitty is over here trying to mess with my screen. If you enjoy atmospheric mysteries, family dramas, stories filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered, The God of the Woods is an easy recommendation. It combines the nostalgia of summer camp with the suspense of literary thriller, creating a story that is both haunting and unforgettable, 100%. Let's see. Beneath the twists and turns, it's a story about loss, family, loyalty, grief, identity, and the lasting impact of choices made decades earlier. Because the family is wealthy, of course, they want to maintain their name. They do not want to soil their name by any of this information getting out. And so, unfortunately, as things go, they managed to do that for a very long time. But without giving away the story, there is a twist at the end. And what you think is happening once it gets close to the end is not actually what happened. So really, really, really good read. Really good read. So The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. If you read this one, I'd love to know what you thought. Let me know. And then again, if you have any great stories that are on your list or that you would like me to read and review, please send them my way. I would love to know. Perhaps you have read some of the ones I've read, or maybe you have some great ones that I need to add to my list. Let me know. Also, just a plug, I have written 2 books. They are available on Amazon. A Night Nurse Tale, which is a true story. It's a true compilation, let me say that, of stories of my encounters as a night nurse, which I've been a nurse for a very long time, and I was on night shift for a very long time. I had very interesting things occur, and I just wanted to tell that story. Of course, names have been changed to protect those involved, but all the stories are actually true. And then, of course, my first novel, which was The Quiet Harvest, which is a medical mystery, surprise, surprise, and it involves the harvesting of DNA by the hospital, and it's very thought-provoking and kind of like, could they really do that? And oh my God, what if they did that? So if you would like to support me, of course, go and check those out on Amazon. But I would love to hear your thoughts about this story. If you have read this one, let me know in the comments. Thanks.